There we go. All looking pretty good. Where's the audio level? Let's have a check. Yeah, sounds alright. Sweet. Alright, let's give a show on the road. I guess I'll just... Should I type in Discord when time starts so there's no delay, or... Screw it, I'll just say when the start time. If I can just get the stream open real quick on my phone. So I can just keep an eye in case my crappy internet gives in. Alright, so this is World at War, and as you can see I've got a fresh profile here. So I make sure all the settings are good. Yeah, it's fine. Fine. Alright. I'll tell you when the start time. Okay, so time starts now. So this first mission is quite scripted, and this is, I think this is probably the longest cut. No, it's the second longest cutscene. So that's nice. But we're about to see poor Private Pyle have his eye gouged out by a cigarette. So that's nice. Now this level's really highly RNG, and this can kind of have a head start on your run, really. My world record run actually went really well with the first mission. And that's the first for me. Because most of my runs end up going bad on this. Not because I've died, but simply because of the RNG, which I'll show off a little bit later. So, you may notice the gun's really far away from the screen, and that's not an accident. That's called an FOV changer. And essentially, we use this to get a wider view. It's just a small tool, an unofficial tool that was created that basically tweaks the engine. It's not a cheat or anything, it was actually programmed into it, and you can do it yourself if you didn't want to use the changer, it's just a bit easier. So we're just going to run past all these dudes. Don't bother saving Ryan. Alright, then we're going to hold off here for a little bit. Because if you run ahead, they'll start walking rather than running. So we'll just wait here. And then we'll just slowly jump up. And that hopefully, most of the time, eliminates most RNG elements. Robot Butler. It's Denny. He's probably the guy who's going to read the bunker with you at the end. If you stand around here, you can just run to the way and fighting off the Japanese banzai charges. This next bit here is the only bit that doesn't rely on RNG in this first mission. And just simply clearing out this beach. So, just chucking a few grenades down there. Look at these guys. Oh, fuck. That's a nice death already. You get a decent checkpoint, but that's really bad. Yeah, the only thing you will definitely know about this game is it loves its red barrels. A bit too much. You notice grenades will come out of absolutely nowhere. Enemies will come out of absolutely nowhere, especially on the American missions. Also, for some reason, the game swapped my knife button to V instead of F. Don't know why PC games do that. There we go. I've never understood using V as melee. Like, it's so out of the way. Why don't you use E? Alright, here. Toss a couple grenades. Jump forward. I like to take this guy out here. No particular reason, I just feel like it hurries him off a bit. From past there, they'll automatically die from a death barrier. Or a death trigger, rather. This is also RNG, but it's not just about getting Sullivan and Roebuck to the car, but also getting the guy who's at random going to appear and raid the bunker with you. And it's probably going to be Denny. But we'll see. Oh, so it's kind of important there's no grenades down here. He's going to radio us. Is it Denny? No. It's what happens if it's bad RNG. Okay. What happens is you'll basically... Oh, here he is. It's Locke. So basically, if you get bad RNG, like I just did, well, it's more average to be honest. But if you do that, Roebuck will just stand waiting outside the bunker because you're not actually supposed to be here so fast. So we just simply do a B-hop strafe, as I like to call it, up to here, and then the rest of it's just a cutscene. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to shoot. Random tire. Now, Up and Coming is the longest cutscene in the game, and without a doubt the most boring. Literally just sit on a landing craft for a minute and a half. So that's nice. Also, I'm going to be taking my loads out independently on one of my own, on my timer in the background, while this run will be showing it live. Because the loads in this game aren't very long. Probably about a minute and a half at max, with it being an old game and all. 6:34. That's not too bad. For live, I mean, considering those are death, that's definitely not too bad. Bad RNG and the death, 6:34 is not too bad, I guess. So, there is one small interesting skip that I may be able to show off on the next mission. But it may not happen, but we can just hope it does, you know. I'll show that off when we get to it, and you'll see what I mean. But this, in my opinion, this mission with Resistance can either go really, really well or horribly wrong. They're the only two options. You're either going to get killed by the MG guns near the end, or you're going to go through the whole thing without going red. So we'll see. I'm not sure let's reset my extra button to, it's probably 6 or something. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's 6, what a guess. And then we have it set to 4. So it's going to make things a bit more awkward, especially on blowtorch and corkscrew. Don't know why it resets, it just does it sometimes. It's really annoying. You might know this area for the infamous ray gun Easter egg, but we're not going to be doing it because it wastes way more time than it's worth. Although it does destroy tanks a lot faster. Alright. Now here, obvious smokies. Throw 2 smokies. And hide here. Oh, third just to be lucky, I suppose. Grenade. Step back a bit. Alright, that should be good. That's a lucky shot. It's gonna go melee him, but of course it's changed my melee button. Oh, let's see if we get killed. No, looks like we're fine. For once. Right, so the first thing you want to do is use this and tase around here. Kill them. First tank's dead. Yeah, the mortar pit's gone now. I can't see smoke. Don't want to tase this wrong or it wastes around 30 seconds. Alright, that's low resistance, deathless. Interesting, we're good. Alright, so we're just standing here now. Interestingly enough, there is a way to do this level 2 fast in softlock. But you kind of have to be editing G-speed for that, and it's just a cheated run thing, which obviously we won't be doing. Alright. Now here's an interesting little skip we'll be doing. At the very end of the mission when you're defending the airfield. But I'm sure you'll see it. Right, so we go this way because you move a lot slower in the swamp. See if I'm lucky enough. No, fine. Sometimes he can be a lot closer to you and he'll just instantly banzai you. Waste like 20 seconds. So the call out for the Type 25. Barely any sword to run with. But far better weapon. I'm gonna blow that up. Oh gosh, not good. Ooh. Close. But no cigar for them, unfortunately. Oh, fortunate for me. Alright, so here's a small skip. Forgot about this actually. If you destroy the barrels, you don't need the flamethrower at all. Because that's essentially all this is. Pick up some type ammo, because we'll be getting what they need in this. Because I'll be swapping the BA out in a minute. Jump past these dudes. So that's strafing across the airfield. Oh, B-hop strafing. Alright, now, two things you can do. You can either run across the airfield, which is the risky strat, which we're not going to be doing because it's a marathon, or you can be safe and do what I'm doing right now, which is run through the actual intended route. Make sure you don't get melted though. Alright, this is where we're going to be swapping out the gun. Yes, we don't need the BAR, it's not even that good in this game. I'll make sure you have a decent amount of health for this bit because you start getting MG'd by the tanks. And you'll probably go red. No, okay. And you ever get the bazooka, and these tanks are actually invulnerable at the moment because you're not supposed to be here yet. If you watch, they'll go for each other. After that, start shooting them. Oh gosh. Not very good. Somehow missed that. Alright. Alright, so the tank's dealt with. Now, the next bit, you might be thinking it would have been better to grab the flamethrower, but the thing is with it, it doesn't matter because you have to wait for rollback anyway. But getting past that area faster like I did, without picking up the flamethrower, it saves a lot of time. Plus, you won't be able to pick up your type again, and you'll be stuck carrying the bazooka and a flamethrower, which is really slow to run with. So, you take them out with the type instead. It's a lot faster. Alright, so we're just going to swap this out for an Arisaka. No reason why, I just like the gun. So two of them are already here, we just need the radio up. Where is he? It's not him. That's him. That's pretty good RNG. It's not really RNG, it's good though. Alright, this is the skip I'm just talking about. You don't have to wait for these tanks. You don't have to even destroy them. It actually comes down to the soldiers you kill. So once you hear about the Jap reinforcements and they start approaching, only aim at the Japs. And this, trust me, is just the best strat. And it saves up to about 30 seconds. It's really good. I actually missed this skip on my world record run. Oh yeah, also destroy these trucks. It's that bad. What's the planes go past? Right, we did it. So, no tanks destroyed, and as you can see, the planes will fly over and bomb them. You didn't have to do anything. And I thought that was an interesting little skip. That definitely went better than my world record run, but the Death on Semper Fi's probably believe it in it out, to be honest. Alright, now this is a really big skip. Without that, the biggest skip in the game. Saves around 8 minutes. Vendetta. Now, you may or may not know about this glitch. If you watch any speedruns of World at War, you'll definitely know about it. Although, you may not, if you don't. Because this glitch was found a while back. I'm talking a long time back. It was found back in the days when people were trying to basically do an achievement. Taking out General Amsel with the pistol rather than the sniper, which people found really hard, and then people found this out-of-map glitch where you could just walk outside and just shoot him with it, and it actually just skipped the majority of the level. So we're going to be using that to our advantage. And it's not hard to fail. I mean, it's not hard to mess up. It's fairly easy, but if you do mess it up, you soft fuck yourself unless you quit fast enough. Unfortunately, we've got to do the first sniping bit before we can get to it, then I'll show it off. So, interesting fact about this mission, you can actually take them out right now if you had bullets, and I've tested this before using the console commands. And you can actually, as soon as you load and Reznov says ready, you can already shoot them down, as far as I'm aware, but I'm pretty sure it's quite risky, and I'm not going to risk that in a marathon, because it wastes around 40 seconds. Right, so we're going to wait for these dudes to get in line. Make sure we can kill them all pretty fast. This here is called reload cancelling if it works. Oh shit, I missed. Alright. Decent. Couldn't knife then. Again, because it's set to V, keep forgetting. Really ought to change that. I don't really want to do it mid-marathon. So, you can just head straight towards this building here. You don't have to wait with them or anything. Just make sure you don't shoot. This isn't a skip or anything. It's just something I see people doing and I think it's funny. Also, Reznov will just... Oh, he's already here. Yeah, if you watch him, he'll suspiciously watch you as you walk into the building. Alright, skip's coming up in a minute. I have a sniper here. If you've ever played World at War, you'll know about the sniper in that building, who you have to have a face-off with. And it's very, very annoying, because it's entirely RNG, and it's just basically luck if you manage to shoot within the first 2 tries, because after that, Reznov takes ages. Alright, so what I like to do is basically stay around here and just aim like this, because you've got most of the windows in view here. Alright, let's hope for some good RNG. Now we missed, but at least we know where he is. Sometimes you don't even know where he is. think his Reznov doesn't tell you when he's going to jump out this time. Alright, cool. Not too bad. Alright, here's the skip. You should probably make sure you have the pistol equipped. Basically, you go jump on this little thing here, jump here, here, here. Alright, so now we're out of bounds. You're definitely not supposed to be here, as you can tell. Now, basically, you need to walk up here to the sandbags. Jump over here, go to here. For some reason, it's a trigger. Go over here, then I'm selling these boys will spawn. So just aim at him until Reznov says his speech. There we go. Amsel's dead. Then you'll teleport up here. And you can also run during this bit for some reason. But there's no point. You just need to stick behind Reznov anyway. Because of these. Alright, that's Vendetta. Not too bad, honestly. So that was the longest well, I wouldn't say the longest, but that was the most dragged on mission in the game done. And then for the Orlando bullet, this mission is a personal hated favorite of mine because it has bits that are really hard and annoying. You might actually try and pick up a Mosin or a Karg to make this bit a bit easier. We'll see what it's like carrying an MP. And it's quite important to carry a pistol also. So first thing I want to do is go out here, swap this for the PPSH, pick up all the extra ammo, alright. Then I'm basically going to be running past a lot of people here. Oops, didn't quite make the barrel jump. With RNG, no German spawn here. So we switch to the PPSH because we definitely need to take out some of the Germans here. Or they'll definitely kill you. Alright, that's decent-ish. Alright, good. So we swap out the PPSH already for a rocket launcher. Now with this Panzerschreck, obviously we're just taking out these tanks. This is called reload cancelling. You basically press sprint as soon as you finish the animation sort of, and you can skip part of it. It's kind of like the intervention thing of Modern Warfare 2. I'm sure most people who play multiplayer know about that one. Oops. Where am I heading? So it's kind of important that you kill dudes in the windows because they can slow Reznov down. Right. So you need the Panzerschreck still for a little bit. So basically, now it's just a waiting game for Reznov, because we need him here to initiate the cutscene. It's not too long of a wait, and it's not RNG either. Just depends whether you've cleared people, which I'm pretty sure I have. There are 1 or 2 Germans left, and they're not really aiming at him. More me and these dudes. There he is. Now the tank's invulnerable for a few seconds, so you gotta wait for the shot. Oops. I looked cancelled too early though. Take that MP40 off you, thank you very much. Yeah, we're just gonna have to put it with the MP40. It's not really worth getting rid of the pistol for, because you can still take the dude out. The sniper tower's out with this. So, you may know this scene where you're supposed to ride on a tank, and we don't want to do it because T-34s are slow. So we're going to strafe instead. Now this bit, I wouldn't really call it RNG, but it can be very tricky. If you get hit by one of these Panzer Shreks, you won't die instantly, but you might as well. Right, so most imperative part is just to get rid of that German over there, because he's your biggest threat. You want to do a bit of a safer route, go there. Or you can go around if you want to be a bit more risky. Doesn't really save any time though, since again you have to wait for Reznov, but he'll teleport once you get to certain bits, so you can move along with. For some reason, my Google's listening to me. Oof. So that was a pretty decent L on the board. I was a bit worried though because I've soft-locked before. Alright, this is burn them out. Really fast and really quick. But very, very difficult. First one you want to do is swap this out for the ammo on for the Thompson. Throw a smoky door. And essentially you're going to want to be running with this thing. Till about here. Hold up for a sec. You might know about something called the health bug in World at War, and it's basically the game doesn't tell you how much health you're actually on. So you could look like you've only taken about a hit, but in reality you're about a bullet away from death. One job. There's another around here somewhere. I just can't see him. The heck is he? Is that it? Apparently there's a job still alive. I can't see him. He's not kind of them, is it? What the hell? What's going on? I don't know what's happening. I don't even know. This game's just terrible, so anything can happen. Like shit like this, I hate it. I'm really hoping we don't have to restart the mission, because that's going to be absolutely tragic. But if we don't get it, then we don't really have much choice. So somehow soft locked it. That's brilliant. Game soft locked. Alright, fun. We're gonna have to do it again. It's a nice waste of 2 minutes. It's never happened to me ever. Never soft locked there before. That's really dumb. Should be careful not to soft lock again, because I don't honestly know what causes it. Stupid gun. Alright. Well, it's not soft lock this time. But that was really, really bad. Basically, I had to do the same level twice because the game is terrible, but you know, it's Call of Duty. Terrible. Let's hope we don't have any bullshit on this mission. I know I have this like checklist on speedrun.com for Black Ops 1, basically explaining all the soft locks, and this like a ridiculous massive list, and apparently I gotta make one for World at 1 or 2. Yeah, this mission's extremely... oh, what the hell? Was I anyone near that? No, I wasn't. That's not even funny. That's just... You know what I was saying earlier about random grenades? You know, when you watch these runs, it's just hard to believe that I'm actually okay at this game. Probably gonna get killed again. Because this fucking Jap won't leave me alone. And the controls are all like backwards because the game reset. This is what wall looks like. Just resets. The Slimer splits are always messed up for this game. That's not good. This time the AI has actually been helpful. You don't want to go up here too late or the whole room will just spawn in. Problem is, it's like dark as hell in here, so it's hard to tell who's actually in. Alright. Let's see if we can get soft locked. Have a repeat of Boar Touch. Not Boar Touch, Berthamone. You know, if there's any mission you really need to do the flamethrower, it's this one. That's one. I think two. Is he radio up? No. Use the radio up. Where's Roebuck? Please tell me he's on his way. For the love of God, please tell me he's on his way. Why did he still go up? Is that Roebuck? Please tell me it's Roebuck. Right. He's a slow asshole. I like to call him Sergeant Real Cook. No more joking. It's either him or Polanski. If you couldn't guess, this is a pretty bad run. I think it's more of a D-Rust run, to be honest. I haven't done a full run in like 3 months. Anyway, this is the tank mission. The Blood and Iron. Although you don't really do much exploding in it, you just kind of walk past everything. I'll ride past Rover. I don't know why the screen goes red, because if you look at the bottom where that little tank diagram is, that's your actual health when that goes red, so I don't understand why it bothers. Please don't kill me. This one's bad enough as it is, it doesn't need to get worse. So far, I'd imagine this run being like maybe a 132, so like 4 minutes behind the estimate. But when I like submitted this run, I'd like only just done my 123, so I was expecting like a 128 to be like really easy to do. We'll see. Also, another big skip coming up on the next mission, so I'll showcase that off. I call it I won't call it a big skip, but it is a skip. I'm very umming whether I should do it though. It saves around 15 seconds, but if you screw it up, waste about 40. Screw it, we'll do it. As I'll give you all a show. It's an interesting thing, you don't have to actually go to the station. You just do that. Does it? The bullets. Where's Twitch have so many adverts? Alright. I'm gonna get rid of this straight away. Well, some people keep it for this small skip, but I don't like to do it. Also, traitor to the motherland. Alright, here we go. Bloody hell. I have quite no grenades in this game. So we didn't manage to pick up the extra mag of ammo. What? What is this game? I'm so done. Like if this wasn't live from my computer, I'd have won the partner. The Panzer Shrek, cool. Panzer Shrek to the face. That's not ace. Fuck off, please. Have a weakening. Never before in the history of Call of Duty speedrunning has someone been so bad at a game. There we go. Alright, we're not going to be keeping this STGO, this kind of guy doesn't have much else to do. We're going to be using this. Might as well go for it. At this point, the run's dead anyway, so. Right, so you just go here to spawn in the cutscene. And then, here's the interesting part. Oh, the part that's going to make this even worse. Alright, see if my strafing abilities hold up. Alright, here we go. That's the first one's fine. Second one fine. Third one fine. Alright, I did it. Surprisingly so. I think I hate about COD, it never bloody tells you when someone's behind you about to malware. It just lets it happen. Huh, got rather early. But the only thing that's going right in this mission. Except for the skip across. Alright. That wasn't too bad. This is Eviction. A very beautiful mission. It's actually not a bad Eviction compared to these. Oh, by the way, Ring of Steel was the last scope. Other than that, it's just optimization, I'm afraid, and we all know so far I'm great at that. Alright. I think we have enough for this tunnel segment. Should be fine. Let's see if I can scavenge some ammo off some allies. I think we're in 4 minutes behind of my PB, I mean. Let's see if we're lucky. See if we can kill this dude. No, not him. Maybe him? Sometimes you can kill allies to get ammo off them, which is fun. There we go. Got some ammo off there. Yeah, that went fine. It's just scripted from here, really. Just forgot about those. Alright, so here's the on-rail mission. You can save up to about 15 seconds in this. Probably off a casual play, to be honest, because you really can't do much. I'm honestly not sure. I'll assume it's F that they're going to ask me to use to change guns. This mission's interesting because, as far as I'm aware, you can literally just not do anything and still finish the mission. Yeah, it's F. It's cool. Just hold F for the entire mission. The first thing you should do really is take out these PT bolts. I think everyone can agree with this mission as a killer soundtrack. Alright, some merchant ships. We'll be waiting a bit longer for this. Is the stream fine? Looks a bit laggy. Just refresh. Probably fine. I wouldn't know as an advert. Like, they're so desperate to get this shit across. Yeah, time is fine. I thought we had a cheeky little error then. You don't need to rescue everyone. In fact, I'm pretty sure you don't even have to rescue one. Oh, I forgot to mention, we're past the halfway point now. That was obvious, but, you know. I think halfway point, in my opinion, would probably be rather Ring of Steel or Eviction. my estimate of 32 is looking about right. It's not too bad, but apologies for the delays for the runners after me. Alright, this is a hard mission, but as far as I'm aware, it can't soft log. Let's touch wood on that. Alright, let's get it on. Switches the satchel to 5. Cool. What am I doing? I forgot to pull out the flamethrower. Ugh. Stay for a second, I'm gonna die. Alright. We're gonna take the basic bitch route. Because I don't want to, it's not much fun picking up the Type 25 anyway. Type 100, sorry. Oh gosh. Get over. Oof. That's a good kill though. You never know with those barrels. That's pretty good, honestly. It's better if he sprints, but it's still pretty good. He teleported in the consultancy robot. That's like Polanski. Anyway, so far it's a pretty decent ball torch. If you want to watch an actual good run of World at War, I recommend watching my my 123 run. It was about the best run I've ever done ever in my life. Deathless as well, which is quite bizarre for World at War. There's only a few minor mistakes, so yeah. Shameless plug. Oh gosh, oh gosh. burned in, man. It's hiding in there. Okay. That's fine. Not too bad. If you're wondering why I threw it up, you'll see. It looks like someone's been hitting a fat vape. Dead meme. Alright. 3 missions left. But this mission is long. It's a long boy. This is about the only one that is long now. This is also the last Pacific campaign mission, for those who didn't know. Oh gosh. Almost got stuck then. That would not have been good. Wow. Good at that RNG. That is actually really good. It's depressing that breaking point is fucking vocal point of my speedrun. We'll see if they get real cooked in a minute though. Alright, not too bad. Definitely would want some improvements, you know, but decent. Please don't die. Sweet. I used to have this thing where I managed to get Roblox to spawn at the stairs, but for some reason I've never been able to do it recently. Yeah, we're not gonna get real cooked. Actually, it says 30 seconds over my old run. So it's a bit more than that. Woo! Boy, that was close. Oh no, 0 chance of a sub 120, dude. Nah. Even a perfect run probably couldn't sub 120. You would need new strats for that. I'm hoping for a sub 34 at the very, very least. I'm thinking we're going to be at about 132 though, personally. No, it's not too bad for a live marathon, I suppose. This run's been a bit of a disaster though. But the parts that went well did really do go well. So, this is the second to last mission. I've like more or less performed with the others, so. What, you mean like... What, you mean like loadless? Yeah, some recruit, dude. Veteran. Yeah, you wish. I really don't wish. I've done this mission on Veteran before. Needless to say, it wasn't a walk in the park. I think this game probably has the hardest Veteran of all CODs. If there's one COD I'd actually enjoy doing Veteran, it's probably Advanced Warfare, because it's Veteran on PC is really easy. I had a donation incentive for At the Right Veteran, but I didn't get funded. But hey, you got $10, Spur. Go right ahead. Even though I'm dead. Oh, fuck me. It's just nowhere to hide, is it? Ooh, the melee avoid then, dude. I'll go for it, dude. I really do wish you luck, because this game's a disaster. There's a lot of strats to learn. I do have a guide out if you're interested in it. Oh yeah, people probably wondering what the fuck I just did then. I'm actually surprised I got that first try. It's just a slight skip. It only saves about 5 seconds. Honestly, it depends on how fast you are. Because you can get it without even doing that. Oh, by the way, if you run campaign, whatever you do, don't time your run wrong by about a second, or weekenders will be right up your ass. If you didn't know, he's the moderator. Ooh, let's see if we can get indoors before we go red. Yeah, that was the same as me when I got when I first got a PC. Ooh. Ooh, please die. When I first got my PC, oh gosh, my playtime went to something like 200 hours a week. It was crazy. If you go on speedrun.com and just look in the guides section for World at War, you'll see it right there. Or you can just go on my channel. On YouTube, it's just Tanya matches. No, I changed it, I didn't. It's just Tanya versus the world. I think I have a separate little guide for it. I just have 4 full of guides. Even though I've still got 2 in it at the moment, I'm doing the Black Ops one soon. That feeling when you're completely out of ammo. Please no kill, Mr. Nazi. Not my ideal gun, I have to be honest. I'll shoot you. That's cool. someone gets a sub 120, I'll gladly congratulate them because, I mean, no, even my sum at best isn't sub 20. I think if you did a segmented run, you could probably get a mid 19. But the amount of pressure that's on you in like these, I don't think so. You never know though. One thing I've learned in speedrunning is just when you think something's not beatable, it's beatable. I mean, I remember back when Ghost came out, not Ghost came out, well not when it came out, but when it first started getting ran. I bought the World Record by like 17 minutes and no one thought that was possible. Streaming Twitch or YouTube? I don't normally stream on Twitch, mostly because all my subscribers are on YouTube. If I do stream, it's always on YouTube. The only time I stream on Twitch is just for marathons. It's because it's just easier for them, really. Yeah, but my channel's just Tanya versus the world. If you type it in on YouTube, you'll definitely get it. The game, yeah. Messed up twice somehow. Ravioli, ravioli, what's in the Reichstagioli? Bloody Panzer Shreks. Cool. Yeah, it's always YouTube. I think I used to stream on Twitch a little while back, but I was like streaming YouTube at the same time. It was just like I used Restream to do both. Rizalfus, it's just a pretty good speedrun marathon, really. Just signed up for a couple marathons to get COD a bit more well known before I left the community. I highly don't recommend joining the COD community. It's somehow worse than the multiplayer community. If you cannot all believe that. It's like, you know how like children have excuses for being retards when they're playing multiplayer? Well, in campaign they're all adults and they're still retarded. But yeah, this is a pretty good marathon. I feel like give it like a year or two, it'll still get a lot bigger than it is right now. I did Red Panda a couple months ago. That was a pretty good time. Okay. Yep, that explains it. It's good. Me likey. See if we can get meleeed again. Right. Oh fuck me in that shit. You know, I can't even like see my time, to be honest, because the stream is froze for me. I love Twitch, me. Can you just please die? Thank you. Pretty sure no one. So, I think we do it about 4 times a year. Is it 3 or 4 times? It's 3 this year, I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna restart from shit enough as it is. Okay, let's go for this one. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't even pick up the flag. Tanya. I'm tired. Alright, time's about to come to an end. Ah yes, true communism. Me likey. Alright, time ends... No. Okay. Looks like we're near my estimate. So yeah, I'd just like to say this is the last World at War run World at War run I'm ever doing. Mostly because I've already got World Record, and I really don't think I could grind it down any further, but yeah, this is the last World at War run I'm gonna do. So, thank you everybody. Shows you what I did without loads. Cause I have a load time. It was about 1:31 without loads. Yeah, so this has been TanyaProject. Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. Good luck with the rest of the marathon.